Hello guys, welcome all to my YouTube channel. The whole idea of this Spring Boot tutorial series is to give you hands-on exercises on how to use Spring Boot in your next project. This tutorial is for the users who have prior experience in Java and Spring Framework. So here I'm not going to give basic introduction to Spring Framework. Okay, let's talk about Spring Boot. Spring Boot is nothing but an extension to the existing Spring Framework. That means if you have used Spring Framework before, it is really easy to switch to Spring Boot. Okay, then why we should use Spring Boot? There are several reasons to use Spring Boot over Spring Framework. It comes with auto configuration feature so that with minimal configuration we can up and run our application. For example, let's say we are developing a database application, and in Spring Framework you have to define data sources, but with Spring Boot you can add the configurations in property file and your application is ready to up and run. And moreover, application deployment is really easy with Spring Boot. It comes with embedded server, and you can package your Java file with application server and then run it, and that keeps us away from time consuming application server configurations. Okay, let's get started. Today I am going to implement a simple web service in Spring Boot. I am using the latest Eclipse version in this project, and please check out the description section to find the link to download it. First, you need to check whether you have installed Java and configured it in Eclipse. For that, I go to Eclipse menu and select Preferences. If you are using Windows, you have to go to Windows menu and select Preferences. Here I have already installed Java and configured it in Eclipse properly. So if you haven't installed Java, then go install Java and add standard VM and configure Java in Eclipse here. Okay, our next step is to install STS plugin, which is STS plugin is a really useful plugin to develop Spring Boot application. It provides several tools to ease of our Spring Boot application development. For that, I go to Help menu and select Eclipse Marketplace and search for STS. Okay, I'm selecting Spring Tools 4 version. I'm installing it. These are the tools that provides with Spring Tools 4, and confirm it. This might take some time to install. Okay, I accept the terms of license agreement and click finish. So the plugin is installed now. Okay, plugin is installed now, it's completed, and restart Eclipse. Okay, our next step is to create a Spring Boot project. For that, I select File menu, New and Other. Search for Spring and select Spring Starter Project. And then you can see the new Spring Starter Project dialog. Spring Boot project is actually a Maven project. So basically, the configurations that you give when you create Maven projects, you can give it in Spring Boot project also. So you have to give project name it as demo REST service, and using Java 8 and package in Java. You have to give group ID and artifact ID and the version and description of the service and the package name, base package name of the service. So everything is fine here, and then I click next. And next step is to add dependencies similar to what we do when we creating Maven projects. You have to add dependencies, Maven dependencies. Today I'm going to develop RESTful websites, so I'm adding web dependency. I click next and click finish. Now the project is getting created now. Okay, let's check out the project structure. First I open the POM XML file. This is project object model file. You can find the parent Spring Boot project configuration. It provides default configurations for our project, and these are the configurations that we give in the dialog when you're creating the project: group ID, artifact ID, version, and name of the project, and description. And these are the dependencies. This is dependency that we added before, Spring Boot Starter Web. And this is the plugin section. There's default plugin, Spring Boot Maven plugin. And we'll check out the Java files created. This is the starting point of our Spring Boot application. It's annotated with Spring Boot application. And the other files, there's application properties file. There's nothing at the moment. We'll add more configurations later. Okay, let's get our hands dirty and do some coding. Okay, I'm adding a new class here. Class, name it as hello controller. Click finish. This is control class that we normally created in a Spring framework. I'm annotating this with the REST controller. If you check the REST controller, go to open declaration. You can see it's annotated with controller, so it's similar like controllers that we define in Spring framework, and it has response body annotation, so that in Spring framework when you return an object, you have to add response body annotation with the response type. But with REST controller annotation, you don't need to add response body. Okay, let's add a REST endpoint. I'm creating new method, public string, say hello. Okay, I'm returning simple string, hello full stack. Okay, saving it. And I'm annotating this method with get mapping, and adding mapping URL to hello. So this is a method in controller, and when you hit like http://localhost hello, then this method is being called. So that means this URL is mapped to this method. Okay, so next step is to run this application and test whether it's working. For that, I right click on the project and select run as, and go to run configurations and select Spring Boot app and double click it. I'm adding a new config. I'm naming it as REST config. I'm selecting the project, demo REST service, and searching for the main type. and demo service, and no VM arguments at the moment, and say project JDK or JRE, and I apply it, and right, you can see the logs, application logs. So the application is started on port 8080. So if you go to browser and type localhost 8080 and the URL is hello, and you can see the output in the browser. Okay, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, as the next step, I'm going to add an I'm going to return a little complex object. For that, I'm going to return a map of strings. Get greeting, name the method as greeting, and I'm adding a new map. Say naming the variable as greeting and returning a new creating new hash map. I don't need types, so I'm adding an item, message, hello from Java full stack dev. Okay, I'm returning the map object. Okay, this is also a get method, and get mapping here also. I am mapping this method with URL greeting. Okay, let's restart the application and see whether what we can see in the browser. Let's do this config. Okay, application started now. Go into the browser, typing greeting. Okay, you can see a JSON object is returned. Okay, cool. I made a little mistake here. I need to move this hello controller Java file to a different package. That I created a new package, name it as controller, and I am moving this to a package. Okay, the references will be updated and refresh. Yeah, now the controller is in different package. You can download the source code for this project in the description below, and you can download and import it in your IDE and check it. And if you like this video and if you learn something new, please give thumbs up below, and if you have any doubts, feel free to put a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and share with your friends. See you again in a new tutorial.